On December 30th, we received the sad news that Sam Jones passed away at the age of 88. Sadly, I saw too many people on Twitter being just oblivious. They didn't know who this legend was, or they cracked jokes with the worst possible timing. Not that that's surprising to see anymore, but this video is to give this legend of the game his proper respects and to give just a few notes about his impact on the most dominant team in NBA history. Sam Jones played his entire career with the Boston Celtics and won 10 championships. Bill Russell was the anchor on defense, but Sam Jones was the Celtics' best scorer for the Bill Russell era. The 25.9 points per game average he had the 1964-65 season is the most from any Celtic during the 60s decade. Then in the postseason, he took his game to another level. He averaged 28.6 points per game on 45.9% shooting for the 1965 playoffs. And if they were giving out the Finals MVP during this time, he would have won it in their 1965 Finals victory. He averaged for the series against the Los Angeles Lakers 27.8 points per game on 47% shooting and 4.8 rebounds per game. His signature shot was the bank shot, as he had a knack for making those at even the most difficult angles. During the 60s decade, he was one of the best shooting guards in the game. I have him just behind Jerry West and in front of Hal Greer. A big part of his legacy is the huge shots that he made in the playoffs. Sam Jones was a go-to scorer in clutch moments, and his play got better in the postseason. He averaged 30.1 points per game in 8 deciding Game 7s or deciding Game 5s as a starter. The link that appears on the screen shows him making the top 5 of my greatest Game 7 performers of all time, and it talks more extensively about how he performed in such games. And this is what Bill Russell said about his teammate in the book titled Second Wind. Quote, "Whenever the pressure was greatest, Sam was eager for the ball. To me, that's one sign of a champion. Even with all the talent, the mental sharpness, the fun, the confidence, and your focus honed down to winning, there will be a level of competition where it all evens out. Then the pressure builds, and for a champion, it is a test of heart. Heart in champions has to do with the depth of your motivation and how well your mind and body react to pressure. It's concentration, that is, being able to do what you do best under maximum pain and stress. Sam Jones has a champion's heart." End of quote. And in the end, he goes on to say this, quote, "In Los Angeles, Jerry West was called Mr. Clutch, and he was. But in the 7th game of a championship series, I'll take Sam over any player who's ever walked on the court." End of quote. Those are deep words from the greatest champion in sports history. So let's see some examples of the legendary clutch play of Sam Jones. We have Game 7 of the 1962 Eastern Division Finals when he made the game-winning jumper with 2 seconds left to beat Wilt Chamberlain and the Philadelphia Warriors. In fact, he even made that shot over Wilt. We have Game 7 of the 1963 Eastern Division Finals when he had 47 points and 7 rebounds to beat Oscar Robertson and the Cincinnati Royals. The Big O had 43 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists that game. We have his career high that came in 1967 in the series-clinching Game 4 against the New York Knicks when he went for 51 points to help the Celtics advance to the next series. And finally, he made the game-winning jumper with just a few ticks left in the 1969 Finals when he made an off-balance jumper to win the game and to avoid going down 3-1 in the series. So that's 2 potential titles that Bill Russell and the Celtics could have lost if it wasn't for Sam Jones. Make no mistake about it, Sam Jones was a problem for the teams of the league. If you want to defeat Bill Russell in a do-or-die game, you had to go through Sam Jones first, and he showed up every single time. He set the standard for all the clutch playoff performers that came after him. The NBA community has lost a legend, and our hearts go out to all those who knew him personally, and especially his family members. In my opinion, he's a top 50 player of all time. We're talking borderline top 50, but I think his resume makes him good enough to enter that exclusive club. We've also lost a lot of Celtic legends in the past year or so. We lost John Havlicek late in 2020. Tom Heinsohn passed away in 2021. And now we got Sam Jones. All pioneers of the game. In my new book that'll be coming out soon titled The All-Time Greatest NBA Book, I plan to give the proper recognition to those players and the teams of the pre-merger. I count down the 50 greatest teams of all time, the 50 greatest playoff moments of all time, the 50 greatest playoff runs by a player, and the 100 greatest players of all time. I promise you, I will not dismiss the greats of the past. They will be mentioned extensively throughout this book, and I try to be fair on where a lot of the players and teams of the past should be ranked. For more information about the release and content of this book, I'll ask if you can subscribe to my Basketball Universe channel. Also, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed today's content. Thanks for listening.